Action!
Welcome back, little bros.
Episode 3.
What up, little bro? Another episode of D-List Pod with the two homies, you know. One fallen soldier, but we're still here.
Forever remember. Long live M.
LLM. LLM.
Drop a LLM in the comments if you miss Mike.
Long live Mike. We'll be back one day, maybe. Maybe when
Now you don't fuck with us,
the
remember?
Avengers Endgame Part 2 comes out.
Have to be something fucking ridiculous come out for him to make time for us.
So good, bro. We have each other. What you been up to, bro?
The new college football 26 came out.
Oh, man.
I've been grinding it. Well, it came out the other day.
Yeah.
And they added cross-play Dynasty.
So you could play Dynasty with people with any system?
Yep. Which is good because my friends on Xbox that I used to play with before I got the PS5, they actually played like Dynasty and Franchise and stuff like that and Madden. But like Mikey and Kyle and all those friends that I have on PlayStation don't really do that. And they like and my Xbox friends grind it out. Like, you know how it would take a week for somebody to even play 1 week in our Dynasty last year? Well, I think we're on week 7 right now. The game came out 2 days ago.
Wow.
So like they grind it out, which is cool. So it's actually pretty fun.
That does
And
sound fun.
They added
That's how it should be.
yeah. Not somebody leaving the league before it even starts because
Shout out Coop. You know who you are,
because
bro.
we can agree on a specific day to advance the week. But yeah. They added more band music now. And it's actually pretty fire. Where last year it was just a
The
over
same,
and
like,
over and
5
over.
marching band songs.
It
Yeah.
was the same one.
Yeah, that sounds sick. It
And
does
now they
seem a lot
added
more
like
realistic.
the stadiums, like almost every stadium has their own unique stuff now, so it's pretty cool. And the band music is fire.
Yeah, that does sound pretty sick. I just sold my PlayStation like literally last week, like 2 days before the game came out, which is probably a blessing in disguise because I probably would have bought the game, played it for like a month, and then never touched it again.
Yeah,
Which is what I did with the last one.
I mean, you sold the PlayStation at a profit. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, made $75. I bought a 4K player with it, which is like the main purpose I
Yeah.
had for the PlayStation. to
Which you
begin
watch
with.
way more movies than you would use the PlayStation. So
And I bought the 4K player for $80.
yeah,
So I mean, I pretty
ate
much,
into the profit a little bit, but you technically only spent $5 for it if you think about it,
yeah,
because you bought the PlayStation for $325 and sold it for $400.
yeah. So
Yeah. But speaking about college football, I kind of want to know more about your experiences with college football yourself.
wow.
I want to start with how many stars were you? Because D2 I probably won.
I was a 2-star.
2-star.
Actually. So in high school, I went to a decently good high school, and we definitely catered to my style play. I got the ball a lot. And yeah, I played 7-on-7. I went to camps and shit. And unfortunately, I didn't have the greatest coaching in high school that helped with recruiting. Like every bit of recruiting I got was kind of like on my own merit. Or my 7-on-7 coach actually helped a little bit. This dude named Keywan Ratliff. He actually was like in the UF Football Hall of Fame. He played in the NFL for he was probably in the league for a minute. He was probably in the league for like 7-8 years.
That's pretty cool. What position?
He was a corner.
I played Pop Warner, and my coach was a middle linebacker for the Broncos.
Who was it?
Evan Mobley. That might be his son, actually. His last name was Mobley, though.
Okay. Isn't Evan Mobley the dude for the fucking Cavs?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's why I said that. But his name's Mobley. I'll figure it out real quick. But
Yeah. But yeah, so I was definitely under recruited, I'd say, in high school. I think my size hurt. Like I was
John Mobley.
John Mobley. I've never heard of him. Sounds sick though.
Oh my God, he actually had a crazy stats.
Really? How long was he in the league?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
It's a good career.
He had 481 solo tackles, 130 assisted, 10.5 sacks, 6 forced fumbles, 5 interceptions.
Oh, with the Broncos?
All with the Broncos, 96 to 2003.
Shit.
It was my football coach. But when I played Pop Warner, it was in elementary school, and I used to be short and fat.
What'd you play?
I was a guard. My first year playing, I was a tight end. But since then the next year I didn't grow at all, and I think I got more fat, they just put me on the offensive line. And then like in my mindset, like I was still into football, and I'm like, oh, I'm playing on the O line, and then I'm like, Dad, bro, I gotta eat steak, I gotta get big. So that I feel like that definitely contributed to me getting more fat, because I'm like, I gotta eat, I'm gonna be on the O line. Instead of being like, oh, I should lose weight so I can
like
play
12.
wide receiver. Yeah, I think I was like 9. But yeah,
That's hilarious.
so I really didn't have that much fun. I remember there was one time they let me play defense that first year when I was tight end, and I played defensive line. I lit somebody up.
Really?
But that's about all I did.
Feels good.
Yeah. But I was not that good at D-line or O-line. I wanted to play wide receiver, but I was just too fat and slow.
That's tough, dude, because like in Pop Warner, everybody wants to play like running back or receiver or quarterback, and any like Pop Warner coaches, if they get any sliver of a chance to like be like, oh, that kid's a little bigger, like, because no one's play a line. They're like, oh, like, well, we got him. We have an excuse for him. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I just didn't really play. I played a lot of sports growing up. I wasn't like I would just rotate from basketball, soccer, baseball. And then in middle school, I focused on baseball, which I was pretty good at baseball. I was playing travel. I would have the coach from Titusville would come all the way down here to pick me up, drive me to the practice, and come all the way back and drop me off, which is kind of crazy. And I was pretty good. And then for some reason in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to switch to basketball, which, I mean, you've seen I'm not bad at basketball, but I'm not crazy. Like, I think I have above average athleticism, but that doesn't really go far in AAU or anything that much, just because everybody's taller. Like, I'm not short. I'm 5'11", but everybody's fucking 6 foot plus.
Yeah. The older you get, people get more taller, and I mean, especially hooping, like everybody.
So I wish I would have
athletic.
I wish I would have just focused on baseball, because I was pretty good at baseball.
Yeah, I agree. I wish I would have played baseball in high school too.
Yeah, I don't know what made me think I'm going to be a fucking NBA player.
It's fun, bro.
It is fun. That's the main thing. And then, like, when I was in school, and I think even now still, but, like, basketball is cool to play. Like, even people who aren't even tall or, like, trying to make a basketball team, they still play basketball just because it's fun. And it was, like, looked at, like, the cool thing. Like, everybody played 2K when I was in middle and high school. Everybody played 2K, so then you're like, yeah, I want to play basketball. Nobody played the old MLB games.
Yeah.
And nobody really talked about baseball the way they talked about, like, the NBA.
Everyone talked about hoops, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it was when I was in middle school and high school too.
I think that probably contributed to it, but I should have stuck with baseball.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think it's a good thing that like you played basketball though, and like I feel the same way, because I mean you could still like hoop. You can hoop for eternity. I mean you can play softball, you know, like
yeah, but it's still just a different game though.
Yeah, like basketball will never change, and you'll be able to play that shit forever.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, as long as you stay healthy and can stand on your 2 feet, I feel like.
Yeah. So I kind of took away from the your high school recruiting. So you were 2 stars. Do you think if you like had the proper coaching helping you with the recruiting, you could have been a higher?
Yeah.
'Cause I know a lot of it goes like a lot of that, like knowing people that know people, goes far. Because like you'll look back on it, and like Devontae Adams was like a 2-star, or like JJ Watt was a low star. Like there's all these people that are NFL superstars that had low stars going into it. And I think connections play a big part.
No, I mean, it definitely does. I think, from the other side of it, like from a coaching perspective, I mean, an example I have is with Nate, like he's getting all these dudes to these camps, and he's, you know, getting these guys in contact with coaches and sending their film out and all this stuff. And like I said, like, you know, that's not ultimately why these kids are getting offers. Like, these kids are getting offers because they're fucking good at football.
Yeah.
But I think that, like, that's the exposure they're getting. Like, they're getting put in position to be in front of these coaches and be in front of, like, get, like, these competitive environments. And I think, like, with the coaching I had in high school, like, you know, I didn't really have that. Like, I didn't have a coach who, I mean, maybe he had contacts with people, but he just, like, didn't really exercise his options. I don't think he was really, like, sending my film out and getting, like, I mean, there were some college coaches that were coming, like, to the high schools and, like, seeing me and stuff. And so yeah, I mean, I don't think the star thing necessarily really mattered. I think that, like, the exposure mattered, and I don't think I got it as much as I could have.
And there are just so many people trying to go to college to play football. There's so many kids that it's very easy to just fly under the radar.
For sure. And I think there's also, like, now, you know, kids, there's, like, so much more media now. When I was in high school, that, like, definitely
everybody's
helps.
got a fucking hoop mixtape before, when it used to be like a
Yeah, if you had a hoop mixtape, you were him.
Now everybody's got one, just because fucking 7-year-olds who don't even know how to really wipe their ass are out there with hoop mixtapes.
I think that was part of it. I think another part of it was, like, my size. You know, I was way skinnier in high school. I mean, I was probably like 5'11", 160, maybe like 155. Like, I was tiny, dude. Like, there was times where I knew a coach was going to come to the school and I would wear, like, a hoodie. Like, it was fucking middle of May, 95 degrees out. Like, I'm like, dude, I gotta look bigger. So I think that hurt. I think, I mean, other than that, like, I think I did as much as I could to get the offers I got. I had good numbers.
So I remember you saying you've had a you had one D1 offer, or did you have multiple?
Should have prepared this. I had like 5 or 6. So obviously Florida Tech, which is D2, is where I went. I had Georgia State was my first offer, and they were like FBS D1. I had South Dakota State.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Me and my friends joke about the South Dakota and North Dakota State, how we like, oh, we like SDU. That's pretty funny.
I had Wofford. I had Bethune-Cookman. Probably wasn't going to go there, honestly. You know, like, I don't think I would fit in. And I have another one. I can't. Oh, so FAMU actually called me the day I committed to Florida Tech, and they're like, "Hey, like, how's it going, blah blah?" And I was like, "Hey, what's up? Actually, I just committed to Florida Tech." They're like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah." So sorry about that. Thank you guys for recruiting me. And they're like, "Yeah, we were actually calling you to give you an offer." And I was like, "Oh, well."
Are they D1?
Yeah, they're D1.
Jeez.
And then I had a preferred walk-on at the U, and then I had a preferred walk-on at UCF too.
At Miami?
Yeah. I know. Looking back, I should have fucking gone there, bro. I should have gone. But, like, in my mind, I was like, I have to go. I have to be on a scholarship. Like, I have to be on a scholarship.
And
like,
it's super expensive.
Like, if I went as a preferred walk-on, that'd be stupid, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I'm like, dude, I should have got it. It's so sick if I was at the U. And, you know, I could have, like, earned a scholarship too.
Yeah.
Which, you know, in my mind, I was like, dude, this just doesn't make sense. But, you know, if you're out there, you get preferred walk-ons at big schools, nothing wrong with it at all. And UCF, they offered me a preferred walk-on like 2 days before signing day. So I was like, dude, I'm about to literally sign my NIL in like 2 days. Like, I'm not going.
Yeah, that would have been stupid.
But it was when they just got Scott Frost as their coach. And so he, like, started, like, looking around at a bunch of guys in Orlando, because before Scott Frost, there was this guy named George O'Leary, this old head. He was there for like 30 years. And his thing was, like, he didn't recruit Orlando. Like, it's very stupid, but, like, he wouldn't recruit Orlando. And, you know.
That is stupid, because there are some fucking athletes here.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, he barely recruited all Florida. Like, he would, like, you know, if there was an insane guy down in Miami, he'd get him. But, like, his thing was, like, I'm going to go out of state. And what happened as soon as Scott Frost came here? He just got a bunch of Florida dudes, and UCF got good. Yeah. It's, like, kind of funny how that worked.
Because, I know it actually is a big factor of not wanting to move too far away from where you grew up.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I went to Florida Tech, dude.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's an hour away, you know.
Which I think it's funny, because my brother got a scholarship for Valdosta State for cross country.
That's sick.
And when I told you that, you said that they were rival or in your
Well,
division?
they were in our conference, and they were so good, dude.
They were? Oh, that's pretty cool.
They're like the best D2 program in the history of D2 football. Like they win natties every year, dude. They're there every year.
I gotta tell Brandon he's gotta slide to the football game.
Bro, their football games are lit, bro. People pull up. Bro, Valdosta, Georgia is nicknamed Titletown, USA.
Oh wait, it's Georgia?
Yeah. It's like right on the border. Like you cross Florida lines, and Valdosta is like one of the first
Yeah, I
cities
think that's
you drive in. It's not that far. It's only like 3 hours from here. But
It might not have been Valdosta. I forget which school. He was in between two. Let me just check real quick.
has he picked a school yet?
Yeah, he picked. I think it was Valdosta, but SLU. So no, he didn't. Sorry.
I don't know what that is.
What is SLU?
I have no idea. Could be.
St. Leo.
Oh yeah,
He picked St. Leo.
They're in Florida.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. They're by Tampa, I think.
They were actually in. So Florida Tech was in a different conference for football and basketball.
See, look at that.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I might
follow
pop
your
that
brother
on
Instagram. But that's actually dumbfire. But yeah, St. Leo is in Florida Tech's basketball conference, but not football.
Did you have any stars for basketball?
No. Hell no, dude. I averaged like 2 points a game.
Oh, okay.
Like I was like the seventh man or whatever. I mean, I definitely like hooping. I definitely played my role, and I was definitely, I feel like, a contributor to our team success. But like I wasn't scoring, I wasn't doing anything, bro. And like our team, dude, we had. I mean, my junior year, we went to states, lost to Gainesville, and Ant was our third option, bro.
Gee.
Like, I mean, he was a sophomore, but like we had a dude, this kid James Eads. He still plays. He plays in oh man, dude, I forget where he plays. Somewhere in Asia, I think. But he's fired. Dude. He's so sick. And then we had another kid named Francois that he played overseas for a while. Now he does player development for the Bucks.
That's cool.
And like he was like 6'10", like lefty shooter. Like he was like so pure. And so like we just had a bunch of dudes, bro. Like we were fire, and then
in 8th grade, that's when I decided to switch to basketball. And I didn't know that Lyman had a summer team meant for the 8th graders, so that it's easier for them to like have the playbook and everything for the freshman year team. So I wasn't on that. But then for tryouts, I made it to the last stage, and there's like, I think the coach only wanted like the head coach, not the freshman coach, only wanted, it was either 11 or 13. But the freshman coach was like, he couldn't decide, and he wanted me on the team. So he's like, you can be our extra person. And then I was on the team for like a week and a half. And then he's like, yeah, the main guy we have too many people, so we're going to have to let you go. And then I joined AAU, and like, they're like, oh, I can't believe you didn't make your team. I was like playing good and everything. We were traveling, which was fun. And then I tried out for the sophomore team. And I made it to the last final cut, and the sophomore coach or the JV coach was like, yeah, the freshman coach was like, he regrets not, picking you up, and you're like, I could see the potential and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, this is probably good. If he's telling me the other coach regretted not doing it, he's like, and I'm going to go a different way. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you tell me that he regrets doing it, and then you're just going to do the same thing? And then they ended up keeping a junior on JV.
It's so dumb.
It was so stupid.
So
who shouldn't have been on it was dumb. And like my freshman year, like the basketball team wasn't bad, but they weren't good. And then like that JV team wasn't bad because they had way too many juniors on there than they should have had. And the varsity was not bad either, but then like after that, they was so ass. Like that freshman team after when I had to be on JV was ass. I would have made that team easily. And I think after that, it did worse and worse.
Yeah,
so it sucked.
stupid.
And then I just stopped playing sports. But yeah, which is part of the reason why I wish I'd stuck with baseball, because I know for sure I would have made the team.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, like I became better friends with Christian through basketball, because like I was doing like the fall basketball training program at Lyman before. And then I already had a class with Christian, and then I show up the next day after the first day of the basketball shit. And he's like, "Oh, you were at the basketball day?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, what's?" And then then we just started, and then I started becoming friends with all of his friends that he had there, and then yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's funny. That's like really how me and my brother became friends with Jack, the kid you met this weekend, was through hooping. Through hooping at Maitland, and Jack was actually the only kid that made the team in 6th grade, and like Kale was like one of the last kids that made that. Like they did like 2 or 3 cuts in middle school, which is kind of crazy. I mean, a lot of kids tried out for sure. Like being on the basketball team at Maitland was like Maitland Middle was like you are him, you are a celebrity, and like making the team as a 6th grader was like you got all the bitches, like you're Hollywood, you're making the big bucks. And like Kale and Jack were the only 2 kids that like in 6th grade that made it through, other than a few other kids. But Kale and Jack were the only 2 small white kids that made it through, and so they became really good friends. And then obviously like them becoming friends made me become friends with Jack. And so yeah, that's a cool thing about sports, bro. Is like that shit can really like you can meet a bunch of people, dude, and like become friends with people, and that's why I love sports, bro. It brings people together like literally nothing else.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's sick. What else about football?
Yeah, we could say. So, did you stay at that school all 4 years?
Yeah.
Did you get redshirted or no?
Yeah, actually,
you were there for
redshirt.
5
Well,
years?
I was there for 5 years. So, my freshman year, I was redshirting, and then we had a kid get hurt, and so like, hey, we need you to play. Like 5 weeks into the season, they brought me up, and I started. Which was crazy because I didn't even know the playbook. Like I've been running scout team the whole year. Like I'm, just they threw me in. Like it was insane. It was definitely pretty frightening, I'd say. I started 5 games. I had my best game my freshman year. I had like 2 catches for like 98 yards. I had like a 65-yard catch. Got hawked at the 2. I got a clown for it for forever, dude. Got clowned. But yeah, like I didn't know anything, dude. Like it was so bad. There was this kid. Thank God for fucking Wayne, bro. This kid named Wayne, one of our slot receivers, dude. We would break the huddle every single play. I'd be like, Wayne, what do I got? Like, what am I doing here? Like, he would have to tell me what route I'm running or if I'm blocking or like what sort of scheme we were in every play, dude. I had no idea what was going on. It was bad. And then like because of that, like I was definitely like still kind of small, and I was getting moved around my freshman year. Film sessions sucked. I would go in on Mondays and watch film, and I was just like a punching bag for our offense coordinator. Like he was ripping me every week, which I guess that's part of being a freshman. But yeah, so yeah, I stayed there all 4 years. I tore my labrum my junior year, and I had a medical red shirt that year. So I didn't play. That was 2018. Didn't play that whole year. And that kind of fucked me, dude. Like my freshman year, I was like doing good. My sophomore year, we brought in a kid from Middle Tennessee State. I mean, D1. Like kid was fucking nice, bro. Mm-hmm. He moved here. I guess he had a grad year, and he had family closer to Florida Tech, so he moved. And he was really good. I still played. I didn't start. And then my junior year, I tore my labrum, and I kind of like that was it, dude. Honestly, like I fucking stopped. Like I mean, I didn't really rehab that hard. I, kind of took it as a break. Like I was already burnt from football in college, and I was starting to like not like it as much. And then I did that. I was like, oh, I don't have to go work out. Oh, I don't have to go to practice. Oh, I'm gonna just fucking smoke weed every day. I'm gonna fucking go play video games. I'm gonna go up to Tallahassee on the weekends, like do all this shit. And it was fun, but it was definitely like I wish I would have worked harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I came back, and I ran before surgery. I ran like 4.46 40. Like I jumped like a 40-inch vertical. Like I was like peak athleticism in my life. And then I came back, and like I ran like a 4.65, and like I fucking I just wasn't moving the same. I didn't feel the same. I was weaker. My shoulder's still fucked. And so after that, I was kind of just like, yeah.
So when I found out the other day that you used to run a 4.4, I was like, that's insane. Because there's a good chunk of wide receivers and running backs who don't even run a 4.4 at the combine, which is insane.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it
was
truly,
definitely
like you would rank in like the top percentile of the combine, which is
like
insane.
humans.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously humans,
mean,
but like,
yeah.
but like of these these insane category of humans, you would be at the top of that, which is insane.
I mean, it was like that was definitely like part of my appeal as a football player and as
Yeah.
a receiver was that I was like a deep ball threat. And I mean, I do in high school, like I worked like form running like 3 times a week. Like I went to my trainer and he taught me how to run a 40-yard dash and he like taught me how to run properly. And
Yeah, but
dude, that's why like when I got to Four Rivers and Andrew's like, oh, I'm this fast guy, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know, I hadn't done anything athletically.
Because he was pretty fast too.
In a few
He did
years.
track.
Yeah, I knew he was fast. He told me all this stuff, and I was like, bro, let me see a video of you run. And I watched him run, and I saw his like mechanics. I was like, oh, I'm gonna kill him. Like he can't. He doesn't even know how to run. Like he doesn't know how to get out of a break. Like he doesn't know how to get like start. And I was like, this. Like once I saw that, I was like, yeah, dude, this guy's lunch. Like he's getting burnt.
What'd you bet?
$20, bro. I should have bet his ass $1,000. He was so confident too, dude. And like that's kind of what scared me, dude. I was like, he's so confident. Like I know I can beat him deep down in my heart. Like I know I'm gonna beat him, but like his confidence scared me, bro. I was like, damn, maybe he will beat me. Maybe I'm not an athlete anymore. And you know, obviously I wasn't. Like I wasn't like anywhere near the athlete I was when I was 19, 20 years old. But yeah, I was.
But speaking about Four Rivers, my friend just got hired there.
At the Longwood one. Oh no.
And he knows Nate, and of course Nate is doing Nate things.
Oh no.
And he works sandwich fry.
Oh, your friend does? Oh no.
And
Did you tell him he needs to like get a different position?
No.
Did you not tell him that sandwich fry is like the worst spot at the whole fucking restaurant?
well, he's saying it's a combined now, sandwich fry and middle line. So I don't know if they changed anything, but he said he's a sandwich fry middle line.
Oh no.
I'm like, oof. But he said he made himself some coop tenders, so I guess they have those back. But he made them and started eating them in the back. And Nate walked up to him. He's like, I'm not going to even say nothing, bruh. Because he's like, I just got something racist if I were to say anything.
Oh, your friend's black?
His name's L.A.
Oh.
Oh, did I not say his name?
Nah.
Oh, sorry. His name is Amah, but he goes by L.A. But yeah, he's like, I'm not going to even say nothing, bruh. It's just going to be racist. That's what Nate said to him. And I'm like, wow. But yeah, I told him, I'm like, has anybody mentioned Buck? Because your other Tanner's friend was like, oh, you're a legend there or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he's like, oh, no. And I'm like, oh, really? And I'm like, oh, yeah, well, you should mention that you know me too. He's like, why? I'm like, oh, I left a purple sticky note saying I quit.
That's funny.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know Yanni? He's like, I haven't seen him yet, but I've heard about him. And he's like, yeah, he's dating that one girl, right? I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, she was bad.
Oh.
Like,
That's funny.
it's pretty funny.
I wonder how many of the same people are still there.
I think Abe is still there, right?
I think so.
And I was almost like, is Big Buck still there? But he would just know him as Buck.
Right. I mean, I think Hillary and Brian are still there.
Yeah.
I think, obviously Yanni and Kayla. I don't know. I haven't been over there in a little minute. I need to go soon. I can't pull up there, bro. I have fucking blonde hair.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna ask me so many questions I don't want to answer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm chilling off that.
But if you pull up and there's a black dude in the back that you can see, that's my friend. That's why I'm playing Dynasty. He's in the Dynasty League.
Oh, for real? He was a lineman with you?
Yeah.
That's sick.
And he was actually, he played corner, but he's like 5'8", but his arms are so fucking long.
That helps.
And,
That does help tremendously.
He wasn't bad. And I think he mentioned he had a visit at either South Dakota or North Dakota, but then he didn't go because I don't think it was like a full ride, and it's so far away. So he never, and then he didn't play anything after that.
That's sick. Yeah, dude. Out of like when I had my list, South Dakota State was like at the top. Like I wanted to go there. I was supposed to go on a visit there. I mean, they were like, honestly, they were probably the best team out of all the teams I went to. Like they
South
compete.
Dakota's the Jackrabbits, right?
Mm-hmm. They compete.
That's the one I like. So me and my friends made a joke saying like, "Oh, I'm a fan of North Dakota." I'm like, "Oh, well, I like South Dakota. We're gonna beat you." And I was South Dakota.
Yeah, they're sick, dude. They have cool facilities and they're always winning. Yeah, and then they pulled my scholarship actually because they had like 4 receivers commit before me. So like, yeah, we already have our guys. Like, it took too long. I was like, okay, whatever. And honestly, that happened. And I was like, okay, well, now I'm gonna go for Tech.
How did you become friends with Nate?
So this is funny. I don't know if I've ever told Nate this actually.
Well, Nate is his partner at Stuntman, who also played D1 football.
He played at Furman, and then he played at Duke.
Okay, yeah. So I was gonna wonder. So he transferred.
Yeah.
How many stars was he?
He's probably 2-star also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Nate went to Furman, and they moved him around a little bit. Like, he was a receiver in high school. Then they played him at running back, and then they moved him to receiver. Sorry. He went as a receiver, and then they moved him around, and then he got to Duke and played running back. I met Nate. So Nate, like, me and Nate knew who each other were through like Facebook and like YouTube. Like, we both like posted our like Pop Warner highlights on YouTube and like Facebook and shit. And we became friends on Facebook. I like, never met him. And we would like randomly like comment on each other's shit. And then like high school came and same shit. Like, we knew each other. We didn't really know each other. Then we played on that 7-on-7 team with Rat Pack.
He was on your team?
We were both on the team, which was cool. Like, that
was
team,
he the same age as you?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. That team, Rat Pack, like, now 7-on-7 is so big. There's so many teams in Orlando. But when we were in high school, it was like, that was the team. Like, it was either like that team or nobody. So like, you got invited. Like, hey, like, I actually have a funny story about that too. So I'm gonna tell the story first. So this guy, Kewan Ratliff, like, I used to like flip shoes a lot. Like, I was a huge sneakerhead. Like, I was flipping shoes. I was fucking buying, selling, trading. And this dude on Facebook, I became friends with, Kewan Ratliff. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I'm like, he's like, we're doing business with each other, like selling each other shoes and shit, DM each other. Like, I met up with this guy like 3 times and fucking did it. One day in January, I get a DM from him. It's like, congratulations, you have been asked to play on Rat Pack Premier Orlando 7-on-7. Like, I knew what Rat Pack was. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows what it is. But I didn't put the pieces together because all the DMs prior were like, yo, $150 for this pair of 11s, like $250 for shoes. And I'm like, no way, this guy I've been selling shoes with the whole time is the fucking coach of this team. So yeah, I made the team and played with Nate, and we weren't even really friends like that, like on the team, because I had like a couple other people on the team, like 2 kids from Edgewater, and then one of my friends that went to Winter Park, and a couple other guys I was like friends with already that like I hung out with when I was on the team, and like Nate hung out with it, like had some dudes from his high school that he hung out with. Like, we knew each other, but we weren't really friends. And then actually Tanner was friends with him in high school because they knew mutual people, and like they went to like Nate like went to Masters prom senior year or some shit, some random shit, and then like right when I was moving in with Tanner, like 3 years ago, Tanner was like, yo, I'm going to lunch with Nate, Jay Donker. I know you know him. You want to come? I was like, yeah, I'll go. Fuck it. Like, chilled with Nate that day, and then Nate started coming over to our crib, and then now he's like, 3 years later, he's like my best friend. Yeah, which is crazy. But yeah, we've only been friends really for like a few years.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I just have only known him because of you, and from what I've seen, it just seems like you've just always known him.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool that you guys had like a similar life leading up to the point where then like I feel like it was easy for you guys to become such close friends fast because
so easy, yeah.
You kind of already knew about each other, but you guys both played football and fucking messaged each other, or like posted the same shit and just had the same experiences with it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty sick. And shout out to Tanner for helping us get closer. Yeah, that's how I met Nate. Nate's a chiller, bro. I love Nate. Got to get him on here one day.
Yeah,
he'll definitely be down. Sure.
Yeah, he might end up being the first guest. We don't know.
Could be.
We folded. We could have had our first guest.
I know. I didn't think about that. If I thought about that before Jack came, I would have just had you come over that Thursday, because he definitely would have been down too. He would have loved it.
He has the friend Jack that you mentioned earlier through the middle school basketball, 6th grade stud. He lives in LA, and he's like an actor. He's in commercials.
Yeah.
And he was just in town. Yeah. So we kind of folded. We should have.
He'll be back. Yeah. He comes down here like once or twice a year, so he'll be back. Yeah, we gotta start figuring it out. Get a little list together or something. People are gonna ask.
Kane might be on there.
Kane would be absurd episode.
Yeah, I don't. That episode would be all over the place.
It'd be funny though.
It would. It definitely would be one of the funnier episodes, for sure. Kane's my girlfriend. For those at home who don't know, been dating her for like 6.5 years.
I truly like don't know anything about Kane though. Like I mean I do, but I don't.
Yeah.
You know. And like honestly, vice versa. Like I mean, you know, it might be a little easier for her to know shit about me because we've been doing a fucking podcast for
I think
almost
she
a year.
knows more about you for sure.
But
Yeah, she's doing something at UCF. I forget what it is, but she already has a fucking full-time job where she's making a decent amount of money.
that's sick.
And I've been living with her for the past 2 years, but I'm actually about to move into my dad's,
Really?
which is what I mentioned about the coffee.
Oh,
Because
you no longer have access to the coffee maker.
Yeah, with the whole beans.
So you just
he's
left
got
Kane
one.
all that coffee.
Her
That's
dad doesn't even
hilarious.
like it.
Does Kane like it?
No, it's just her dad
So
that
no
drinks
one's
a shit
gonna
ton.
use it?
He might use it. I don't know. But like I asked her before, because you told me, is it the fucking medium or dark? And I knew he liked dark, but Kane's like, oh, just get medium.
It's
And then
way
I asked him
different,
about it because it actually does taste pretty good. I usually put creamer, but I used to drink it black, so like you can kind of like taste the differences. And I just tried it before I put the creamer in. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty good just by itself. And then I ask him, and he's like, oh, it's too light. I need it dark. I'm like, then why the fuck did Kane tell me medium? I asked her to ask him, and she told me medium. I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I did the math. I saved $3,000 a year by just moving in with my dad instead of, because her mom was only charging me $250.
I mean, you're not gonna pay anything.
Nope.
To your dad. Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, like, if my parents never moved to New Smyrna, I would have definitely like lived with them for like at least a year, bro. I mean,
Which it sucks because like the main reason why I didn't do it right away after we moved from the townhouse when me and Mike moved away from each other is because I felt like it would feel like taking a step back from the relationship since we've been dating for so long and then we've been living with each other for 2 years. But like also that her house is just so loud. And like, you know, I'm a calm person for the most part. And then like I like to read and I just like having my space where I can just like unwind and it's actually quiet or whatever. But like Kane fucking screams on the game. Worse than him. But he's not that bad. But Kane is bad, and it's Kane is bad, and it's
but his is
24/7.
like his isn't anger.
I know.
You know?
Well,
like,
Kane's is bad, and it's because her headphones are so loud, and she doesn't realize it. And then when you don't realize, like when your ears are covered and you can't really tell how loud you're being, it's just too much. And then her brother is the same exact way, and I can hear it from across the room.
It's so annoying.
And then sometimes her grandparents are staying there, and they all share the same bathroom except for like it would be me, her brother, and her grandparents all in the same bathroom. It's like, geez.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm gonna miss the cats.
You don't have your own.
So Azula is mine. We had 2 cats because Flash and Mochi. I'll pop them on the screen. Are Kane's, and then me and Kane were like talking about maybe getting a new cat, but I'm like,
I can't believe I made that.
five star. But I'm like, oh I want to get a new cat or whatever, and I literally picked Azula out. Like we were looking around and they were about to close, so we're being kind of quick. And there's like a bunch of cute kittens, like all black kittens, or like just other kittens that are really cute. And then like they have the section for adults, but then they also have like a little mini jail cell, because they have like the cages for the kittens. This is all over the place, sorry. Cages for the kittens, and they have like the bigger rooms for like the older cats that are there. But then they have like a single room that's smaller for like the mean cats. And Kane is like, oh, that cat is so cute. And we look over and like, oh yeah, that cat's in there because it. And then like we look closer and it just starts hissing.
Oh,
and
man.
Kane's like, oh, we can change her. I'm like, I am not getting this fucking mean ass cat. That cat is the devil. It literally like it just looked mean and Kane's like, oh my gosh, it's. I'm like, fuck no. And then we look over and we're about to leave, and then we see Azula's stupid ass just sitting there, just looking out the window. I'm like, can we go look at her? And we go in there, and she's so small and cute, and we're like rubbing her, like we're gonna get her. And we came back the next day, and we were petting her, and she's even more lightening up to us. And then now we have her.
That's
and I'm
sick.
like, I picked out that fucking cat. You were fine with just leaving. I'm like, that should be my cat.
Yeah, truly.
But at the same time, I asked Grok, the Twitter AI,
yeah.
and I'm like. And he says like, ultimately it's like a 50-50 decision if the cat should stay or not, because like it's already bonded with the other two cats, even though they kind of don't really like her that much, but it's not bad. Like they don't hiss at her. And then moving different places is stressful for the cats. And then like I would have to then buy a litter box, which I would just get the litter robot, which is expensive, but it literally doesn't smell at all and it auto cycles. So it's clutch. So anybody who has a cat who doesn't have a litter robot, get a litter robot. But don't get the cheap one because it'll kill the cats.
Why?
Because it can sense when a cat's in there to use the bathroom, and then it has like a little weighted plate. So then when the cat leaves, it knows that it's not in there, but it also knows that there's a shit in there. And it'll rotate, and it'll filter the litter into a different area, and it drops the poop into a little like poop trash container, and then it rotates back. But there's like the cheap versions where it won't sense the cat's in there, and the cat will like stick its head in to like see what's going on, and it will kill the cat. But that one's good because it just stops. But yeah. So I probably won't take Azula.
Damn. Oh, you'll be able to see her still.
Yeah, I spend the night over there, and she'll spend it. But she doesn't want to spend the night over at my dad's because it is slightly haunted. It
Why?
definitely is haunted. So we got the house from this old man who had a wife, and I think she just got sick and died in the house. And oh my God, dude, it is creepy as hell sometimes. You can't sleep in the living room at night.
Why?
Because you will hear footsteps approaching you. And I have a couple of stories just of like creepy stuff that has happened. And it's pretty bad. But like if you're in your room, she just kind of hangs out in the kitchen and living room area. Like 2 years ago, I spent the night at my dad's because his girlfriend lives in Ormond Beach. But like I spent the night just so we could just leave early to go to Ormond Beach. And every time I close my eyes trying to fall asleep in the living room, you would just hear footsteps just getting closer, and I would sit up and they would stop. And like you know when it like feels creepy and something's watching you, like the back of your hair stands up and it's like, oh. And it literally happened 5 times. I literally went in Brandon's old room and fell asleep, and it was fine.
Yeah, nah, I'm good off that, man.
Yeah, and there was one time when me and Brandon, so he kind of remodeled, so it's different now, where like front door, it's a big living room, kitchen, and then me and Brandon's room are here, and his room's all the way over there. But we used to live in a different room right there, and Brandon would fall asleep early when we were younger. Like he was in elementary school still, and he literally sleepwalked over to the closet door because we used to keep it open, but then we just keep it shut no matter what. He literally walked over to it, got on his knees, like, no, please don't. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I walk over to him, I shake him awake, he's like, what happened? I'm like, oh, hell no. So then I would always keep the closet door closed and the light turned on.
Yeah, hell no.
The house was creepy.
So you sleep with a nightlight?
Just a closet light on at that house. But like living with Kane, she needs no light, so I haven't been sleeping with the light on at all. But at that house, you gotta keep a light on or something because it's
I feel
fucked.
that. Yeah, I feel that.
I got some good news.
What is it?
I got accepted.
Oh, really? Wow, dude, sick. Congrats.
So I was supposed to
Damn.
find out today if I got accepted into the EMT part of the fire academy. And I was like waiting all day for the email or a phone call or
so
something.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
dude.
and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, oh, let me just check my Seminole State email. I got the email yesterday saying I got accepted. I'm like, oh my God, I've just been so nervous for no fucking reason.
That's funny, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's just real, bro. Like waiting on a response for something. Like
And just, you can't help the negative thoughts.
Yeah, it is tough. When I was trying to get the job for the movie I just did, like after I did my second audition, I was waiting for like 2 days. I was same feeling, dude. I was like so fucking nervous. Like, am I gonna get it?
Yeah.
You know, the more time that passed, you're like,
You start doubting it more and more. Like
bad
finding
thoughts keep
reasons.
creeping in. Yeah.
Like I wrote a decent amount for the essay portion for extra points or whatever. And then I started like towards the end, I'm like, damn, I should have wrote more. It wasn't enough.
Yeah, that's tough. Well, that's congrats.
Yeah.
That's sick. What is the next step?
I have orientation July 31st.
Oh wow, it's in a minute. It's like 3 weeks or
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Damn, that's sick. So then what? Then what after that?
I think they'll tell me the more steps, but it starts in August, and I got the like class schedule because you know how I said there's 3 different options.
Yeah.
The 9 to 1 Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5 Monday, Wednesday, and then Monday through Thursday 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. I got the one I wanted, which is good because I don't have to change my schedule for work.
What is it?
9 to 1 Monday through Thursday.
That's cool.
So I usually work at 2, 3, or 4.
And then we can still do this too.
Yeah.
That's great. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's sick, dude.
Otherwise, if I would have got to like 9 to 5 Monday, Wednesday, then I would have had to change my days off. And then we would have had to record this on a different day.
You tell your mom yet?
Yeah.
Was she like mad hype? That's sick.
But she told my grandma instantly. Like when grandma texted me, it's like, "You're going to be such a good firefighter." I'm like, how the fuck do you know?
That's hilarious. Wow. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we should talk about. I mean, this is probably gonna be a topic of discussion every single time we do something now. But we gotta talk about Topuria, dude. Like we the last episode it was before the fight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know he knocked out your boy. It's tough.
I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. I should have listened to myself. Because in the video, I'm like, I knew it was going to happen. I mentioned the minus 160 was such free money.
It's so hard to.
It's just
especially when you like the guy, dude.
Oliveira's problem, which it's not a problem, but when you're fighting Topuria, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Is he goes forward, which.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that interview with Topuria after the fight. He was like, "Yeah, I watched film on him, and he doesn't know how to fight off his back foot, so there's nothing he can do against me." Yeah. And I was like, "Damn, like he's
You see, Oliveira.
It's kind of true.
Oliveira said like he had a different game plan, but as soon as like the cage closed and it started, he didn't like he was gonna try to do more leg stomps on his knee, more front kicks, and then like 1-2 and get out.
I did see that. It's crazy to think that even a guy like Oliveira can get like spooked out a little bit. Like not saying he was like completely afraid.
Yeah,
but
it's still a big moment.
It's a big moment, and I'm sure he probably felt a strike from Topuria and kind of got like, whoa, this is something different.
Did you see that, like the slow version of, he landed such a clean elbow right on his chin and it.
He didn't do anything.
I know, that shit was insane.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this dude is like, I don't know. I feel like this is like something that happens, not a lot, but like a guy will be on a little run. Like Pereira was on his run and people are like, this dude's fucking unbelievable. But and other people will go on runs, but this dude is like, I think he's truly like the next wave. Like I think he was even saying that something about like I am the start of something completely new. But dude, he is. I just don't know how someone beats him, bro. I truly don't.
Yeah, because he stuffed Oliveira's takedown easily, and then ended up on top real quick before the scramble ended. Like, I think he would have beat Islam if it was Islam instead, which is insane to say.
Before the fight. Like, and in months and even like a year past or whatever, I've thought like, Islam's known as being Islam as long as, if he moves up to 170, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
but like before that, like, I'm like, no one's beating this guy. Like Topuria can't fuck with him. He's too big. He's too strong. But now I'm like, dude, it's like, I hope they figure it out. Like, I feel like it's the biggest fight to make. And I feel like it's like the most competitive fight, like that could happen. I don't like.
He wants to move up to 170 to chase him because he also knows
that's freaky shit, bro. That's freaky shit. Like this dude is.
I don't know if there's ever been somebody who's 5'6" that's fought at 170.
I don't know, dude. How tall is McGregor?
5'9".
Okay.
5'8". Maybe.
So he might be the smallest one, but like he only fought Nate Diaz,
Yeah.
Like that's a small welterweight in its own.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he went up there and fought Islam at 170 and won.
But just think about how strong Islam's going to be at 170.
It would be if they fought at 170. I don't know if Ilya could beat him.
Yeah,
but if it was at 155, I think.
Yeah, at 155, I definitely think Islam would, or not Islam, Topuria would beat Islam. But at 170, I don't know. Just because it is an insane. It's a 15-pound difference instead of a 10-pound difference, which it might not seem like a lot, but
it's a lot.
It's also a 35-pound difference from 145.
Right.
It's not like Islam ever fought at 145. He's always been 155, and he's always been a big 155.
Yeah. I don't know. However, I do think as long as As long as Ilya stays at 155, I think he cleans house. Truly, like I don't.
Armin has good wrestling, but I don't know. He's also fast. I still think Ilya would probably beat him. Most likely beat him, not probably, just most likely. I think Gaethje has a chance just because Ilya does stand in the pocket and throw, and Gaethje is so good in the pocket. Like when you're able to just like catch somebody like Fiziev, who is such an insane elite striker, by surprise in the pocket by an uppercut he didn't even see coming. Like,
yeah.
So Gaethje's like more of a wild card, but at the same time, like his chin isn't the best. Like he takes big shots and will still manage to stay in the fight, but at the same time, he's gonna get clipped.
Yeah, it's the same shit, bro. He gets clipped by one of them fucking
hooks,
or even that right hand that Oliveira caught.
Which
is night, dog.
Do you remember that NFL player that played for the Bears that got knocked out by that heavyweight prospect? Remember when we were watching? Wait, it was a long time ago. It was like a fight night. What's his name?
You're not talking about the one guy.
I'm not talking about Greg Hardy.
Okay.
It's the other dude, and he's fighting this weekend.
I'm not sure. If I saw a picture of him, I'd probably know.
And he got knocked out bad. But we were, God, dude, I can't fucking type. But we were watching it and we're like, oh, dude, this dude plays for the Bears, or he used to play for the Bears, and then he got knocked out. We're like, yeah, we should have known that was gonna happen. He played for the Bears.
Oh yeah, that's good.
He's fighting on this card, but the dude he's fighting was a 205, but he was a big 205, and he has knockout power. I think that he's gonna get knocked out badly again.
Yeah.
Which I need to pull it up, but yeah, that shit. I just saw him on the card. I'm like, oh, he's about to get fucked up again, because he is not good. I don't know how he's still in the UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek Lewis is fighting, but the dude he's fighting is undefeated and 6'7".
He's getting knocked out, bro.
You think
Derek Lewis needs to hang him up?
You think Derek Lewis is gonna get knocked out?
Yes, bro. He is 40. Do you realize that? He's 40 years old, bro.
Austin Lane.
Oh, yeah, dude. I remember that. Yeah.
And he's fighting Vitor Petrino, who is pretty good. At one point, he was undefeated, but then the dude's cooked. He's been kind of shaky, but he's not bad. And definitely will beat the shit out of that guy. So.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's talk about the next pay-per-view. I think by the time this comes out, it'll be right around then. 318, Holloway Poirier.
Is it 318?
Yeah, it's.
Real quick, weekend. I want to say the Hamzat apparently is going to retire if he wins the belt. There's a rumor that he's going to retire. Why? If he beats Strickus, because of his health. He has just some weird like immune system thing where he can't ever stay healthy. That's the main reason why he hasn't been fighting that often. Because when he first got to the UFC, he was fighting so often, and he was beating everybody. But then he got super sick from COVID, and he just hasn't like ever fully like recovered.
It's honestly like one of the sadder like, I don't want to call it a fall off, but like
because
one of the biggest like what ifs.
Yeah, because people were thinking he was gonna be the first triple champ.
I mean, dude, he's
insane. He's still like he dog walked Usman. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
He dog walked
the way
Whitaker.
he did Whitaker was fucked.
Nobody does that to Whitaker.
That was not even a real sub.
Yeah.
Sub by broken jaw.
Yeah.
Or like,
that's
that dude's a fucking animal.
And he might retire after he gets a belt, which is crazy.
That sucks.
But then he also like is feeling pressure from whatever dictator government that the country he lives at, which is kind of fucked. But then he also has a lot of money too already because of the country. So it's not like he's in it for the money. So I feel like that's part of the reason why it's died down.
It just sucks. I think he truly could have been great.
Yeah. But like from where he's from though, he never got like vaccines or vaccinated. Do you believe in vaccines, or you're not part of the anti-vaccine, are you?
Are you actually asking me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that
let's not consider the COVID one.
Nah, I know. I think that I definitely believe in medicine, bro. If it wasn't medicine, I'd be dead right now being a diabetic, you know. So I mean, I definitely believe in medicine, but like I think that like I mean, you know, you just said not to do this, but I'm going to do it. Like, to think that like not getting a COVID vaccine is the most dangerous, like irresponsible thing of all time is like kind of stupid. Like how often do people like, everybody's gone a year without getting a flu shot, you know, like, and like, I just don't think it's any different. Like it's not, I don't think it's life threatening, but I think it's like,
it wasn't really tested. People were just kind of sending it out. And I think part of these, cause like there's so many young people, especially athletes, cause they're pushing their body more. like Bronny, who are getting like heart failure because of the vaccine. Which I think the COVID one is a little bit different, just because that created more controversy where people are like, oh, I'm not getting the vaccine. But like, I think the vaccines that were more tested, like the polio shit, tetanitis, like all that, obviously is important.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's like I don't think any of that stuff.
I mean, I
hurt.
got the first COVID vaccine, but that's just because my mom really wanted me to get it.
Yeah, I got the COVID vaccine too because I was working for the Magic, and they're like, you got to get it, or you can't work here. I was like, okay, well, I don't want to work here.
But anywho, that yeah.
But yeah, 318.
It's just
So
just a pay-per-view, or do you want to do the
I don't even know it was on the undercard. I mean, we could really just talk
Marvin
about
Vettori's on the undercard, fighting Brendan Allen.
Dude, I should have got tickets for this shit, bro. I thought it.
Robert Valentin is fighting the guy from
I don't
the
know.
last Dana White Contender Series shit. Or no, he was in the ultimate. I think it was a McGregor Chandler
Wait, where is he?
preliminary.
Which guy?
Valentin.
Oh, this. Oh, he does.
He's not good.
He looks kind of familiar, but I don't really remember. But yeah, Vittori, Brandon Allen.
Jimmy Crut's on there on the early prelims. Oh, this card is fucking. There's so many people on here.
Ryan Spawn.
He fucking sucks.
Yeah, he does.
But they're giving him an easy fight too.
There are kind of a lot. I mean, the
Look,
honestly,
that model is fighting. Right, I've sent you something on Instagram. It was that guy that like was doing like the fashion runway, and then he goes and he knocked the dude out on the Contender Series.
yeah, I do remember.
So
that
he's
a
fighting. So
little
that's
bit.
pretty cool. Hey, but yeah. Yeah, Marvin Vettori, Brandon Allen.
That's kind of a crazy fight for prelims.
Yeah, give me Vettori.
Yeah, I'd probably take Vittori too. Kyler Phillips.
Vinicius Oliveira is a.
He looks so
entertaining-
familiar.
He's an entertaining fighter. He had some crazy like knee to knock some dude out.
I'll
You've
take
probably
him
seen
because he's an
him.
Oliveira
Yeah.
and he's
I
Brazilian.
mean, he's probably gonna win. Kyler Phillips was like hyped up at one point, but then he just kind of.
Dude looks like a fucking girl, bro. I'm not taking him.
Michael Johnson versus Zoe Huber. I like Zoe Huber.
I don't know if I've ever seen him fight.
Zoe Huber. It was he was on the Noche card against Ribovic. It was a crazy ass fight, and he almost got knocked out, but he just stayed into
Oh,
it. He
it was
just
on
doing,
the main card.
I
Yeah,
think it was the first fight, and he was literally just ducking, dodging everything.
yeah, I remember that. That dude. I mean, Michael Johnson's so old too, bro.
Well, and dude, he's 24 and 19. That's a fucking MLB record.
That's a terrible record.
It's a terrible record.
A terrible record.
And he has a terrible chin. He might have one of the worst chins in the UFC history.
He's getting knocked out.
I think so too. So Huber is tall, long, and he's a great striker.
Yeah.
Patricio
Kevin
Pitbull's fighting.
Holland's on this card.
He just spawns in, dude.
Bro, he's on every card.
But
I feel
before
like
that,
was he on the card that we talked about? We've only done 3 episodes.
he might have.
That's fucked. That's unbelievable.
Patricio Pitbull's fighting again. He just lost to
He lost to.
God, we should know his name. Yair Rodriguez.
Yes, he got dominated.
He did get dominated, but he's a small featherweight. But Dan Ige is also a small featherweight. He's a dog. I think Patricio Pitbull wins.
I do
I
too.
like Dan Ige, and Dan Ige is a dog. But at the same time, Patricio Pitbull was at the highest level of whatever.
And I remember
non-UFC.
thinking, okay, I do think Yair is definitely like just more skilled, better fighter. But I also did like, it did seem that Pitbull was super like timid and like,
which
he wasn't
to
used
UFC
to-
debut. Yeah,
right. And it was I feel like it was a big card too.
I think it
wasn't
was.
It was UFC 314,
It might have been the
which
Pereira card
was
in Goliath. No.
I don't remember. It was Volk Lopez. And then the co-main was Chandler Pimblett. So yeah, pretty solid card, I'd say. So yeah, now Kevin Holland, and I'm taking Kevin Holland, bro. I'm not.
Yeah,
bad.
well, Daniel Rodriguez isn't.
I feel like
he's
that
not
dude's just
bad.
like he's just like a boxer.
Yeah, he pretty much is. And his last fight, he was kind of getting pieced up a little bit by I forgot his name, but he's a commentator for the Spanish UFC broadcast. It's pretty cool.
No idea. Who Daniel Rodriguez is?
no.
Or the guy he beat up?
The guy he beat up. I was just about to remember his name, and then I forgot. But he's not a Ponzinibbio.
Oh yeah.
And Ponzinibbio was kind of getting him, but then he ended up getting knocked out.
Yeah.
But I don't think Kevin Holland's going to get outboxed by him.
No way. I don't think so either.
Costa versus Kopylov. Costa hasn't won a fight in so long.
I think he's done, bro.
Apparently, they think he's going to pull out.
I mean, he should, bro. I don't know why they put him in there with this dude.
And Kopylov's not bad. He's a good striker. But I don't know how good his takedown defense is, and Costa could just kind of like wrestle fuck him. But at the same time, Costa just hasn't really been. I think he's on a 4-fight losing streak.
Damn.
He was undefeated at one point. Now he's 14-4. I can pull it up real quick if my phone will load.
Here, I got it right here. He's at his last fight, lost to Strickland, decision. Wait. Oh yeah. Lost to Whitaker, decision. Lost to Luke.
Oh, he beat.
He beat Luke Rockhold. That fight was fucking.
It was a good fight, but that was like Luke Rockhold. He retired.
He looked ass in that fight. Rockhold did.
And Rockhold almost got him at the end too. Remember when he was like rubbing his.
Oh yeah.
And then he lost to
Vettori, and then lost to Adesanya too.
So he just hasn't been good in a long time.
He's also fighting dudes, bro.
He is fighting good people, but at the same time, like you still got to win at the end of the day.
For sure, 100%.
And Kopylov is a little bit. He hasn't really fought anybody crazy, I would feel like, but.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if Costa wins, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if he loses. I'm definitely not betting on it.
Same. I wouldn't bet on that fight either.
But
I don't know if I'm
main
betting on any of the
event,
fights.
shine bright like a diamond.
Dude, I'm gonna cry, win or lose. Honestly, Poirier is definitely my guy. It sucks. Like Poirier's my favorite fighter. He's the reason I got into the UFC to begin with.
He's my mom's favorite fighter.
But Max is probably my second favorite fighter, which is
They got Max listed at 5'9". That's just not true at all.
He's probably like 5'11".
He is 5'11".
It's honestly pretty crazy. Like I'm so excited for it. Like I don't think many people get to watch their two favorite fighters fight each other ever. So I don't know, dude. Like it's funny I say Max is my second favorite fighter, but I really want Dustin to win, like really badly.
Yeah, I mean it's his retirement fight. You want him to go out on a win, but at the same time, it benefits Max so much more to win.
To win, it does. Yeah. I mean, he wins this fight. I mean, they could throw him right back in with fucking.
They're not going to. If it's Ilya, they're not going to. He just got knocked out 145. What's going to happen at 155?
Yeah, I understand, but like
I think if he were to beat Dustin, then beat Armin or beat Patty,
they'd probably have to give him one more.
Yeah, he definitely
just because of how many contenders there are too. Yeah. You're right.
And they might just give it to Armin.
I don't know
pissed because apparently it's supposed to be Patty Pimblett versus Gaethje. Dricus leaked that.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, like
let Patty in the fucking cage saying he's got next. Dana was pissed.
He did not want that. Nobody I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Just see Patty get fucking clocked. But
Scouser don't get knocked out, and then he's gonna.
Dude, that fight. I mean, that shit's fucked. There's no way Patty can win that fight.
I mean, they've already fought 2 times before. Dustin's won both of them. Won a decision in his last one, the more recent one, and then I think it was a long time ago, but it might have been Max's debut into the UFC. I don't remember exactly if it was or not.
I think it
was.
But
he beat him by submission there.
Yeah.
And then Max says he wants to take his retirement from him because he was his first loss ever, I think, in the UFC. And then he took away his 13-fight win streak. He had a 13-fight win streak in the UFC. Then Dustin beat him.
Yeah.
So he's trying to take his retirement from him.
Dude, it's just.
If I were to put money on it, which I might not even put money on this one either.
I'm not, dude. No way.
But I think Max Holloway's going to win.
Really? I kind of think Dustin's going to win. I think, their striking is pretty similar. I don't think one guy has the edge over the other. I honestly think Dustin might be a little sharper, but obviously Max is just, a lot more, I'd say, durable.
And he puts out a lot of volume.
Definitely puts out a lot of volume. I think... I mean, it's hard because I think if it does get to the ground, Dustin has a significant advantage, which don't know if it will.
I don't think it will.
I just don't see. The reason I don't see Max finishing Dustin, but I could see Dustin finishing Max. So I don't know. It's honestly this honestly might be bias speaking, but at the end of the day, it's definitely a coin flip.
Yeah. I think I would give a slight edge to Max just because of. I feel like just more recently he's just been sharper, and he was like before known as a volume guy, but then recently he's low key been knocking people out.
Yeah.
He knocked out Korean Zombie. I think he barely beat Arnold Allen in a decision, but then he obviously had that crazy knockout against Gaethje.
Yeah. The one thing about that is like I definitely think Max could win, but I think he knocked out those two guys who were both like going like super out of control at the time. Like
the Korean Zombie is very out of control when he fights, and he just caught him good, and then Gaethje just threw everything.
I mean, yeah, it was like the end of the fight. Like he had nothing to lose.
But I mean, obviously it doesn't matter, but he was low key piecing up Ilya a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. He was definitely connecting.
And Ilya's face looked fucked up. But it doesn't matter when you just end up getting knocked out anyways. But
yeah, I just really hope this fight is a fucking war, which I think
it should be. Max has never been knocked down except for getting knocked out.
It has to be, dude. I think I feel like was it Max that quoted like if you're trying to get a friend into the UFC, like have them watch this fight. Like
that might have been a fight with Gaethje. Or Gaethje, that might have been a Gaethje quote or something.
No, I think I just saw it recently.
Okay, maybe I don't know.
But I do think like there's always fights where you'll see guys or where you'll see a matchup of two guys. And you're like, this thing is an instant banger, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes like, oh, that wasn't what I expected. But this one, I feel like there's just no way they're not like out there like brawling.
Well, it'd be a shame if something happens like what happened with Gaethje Poirier. The last one.
Yeah.
Where it was looking like it was going to be a good ass fight, and then he just got caught. Which that's what I could see something like that happening to Poirier again. Which that's how most people go out and retire. Especially when they're fighting a fucking contender.
Yeah.
Which Max is getting up there, but he is very much a lightweight contender at this point.
For sure. I could see that. I mean, he's not even that old, bro.
What if they do Holloway versus Oliveira after he beats?
I mean, they've both like expressed that they want that fight, which would be a sick fight. I think
Oliveira would win.
Yeah, the only thing
he's even better than Dustin on the ground.
I think so too, but I think like the one thing I think Oliveira win too, but the one question mark is like how is he going to react? How is he going to come back from like getting knocked out that way? Because
that was a bad.
It's never happened, and some guys can respond and some guys can't, and like
Oliveira
you never really know which guy can and which guy can't. I feel like. So it's we'll see. I hope that fight happens. That'd be a sick fight because then if that fight happens too, like it's like
got another one, fan favorite against fan favorite
again. And if either guy wins that fight, that puts them in like position to like.
It's just so weird. If Oliveira were to win that, he's obviously not going to just get to go against Ilya again. Right. But if Ilya fucking moves up to 170 to chase Islam, then.
I
hope like it would be sick, but at the same time, like it just kind of ruins the 155 division with Islam ducking Ilya, not really ducking, but moving up, and then if Ilya ends up moving up to try to chase Islam, it's like
I hope Islam just goes down, which I don't know if he will.
You want him to lose?
No, I want him to go down and fight at 155.
He's probably never fighting at 155 again.
He probably loves the way his body feels, dude. Like, he's too big. Man, I sadly think that we might never see that fight, which sucks. But
I mean, I think he's going to win. And then just the problem with welterweight is there's so many contenders. Shavkat.
I mean, same with lightweight, though, dude.
Yeah, but at the same time, a lot of the lightweight are older guys who've already gotten their chance. So it's like a little bit... You got Ian Gary on the rise. You got Shavkat, who's just been out with an injury. I mean, shit, Bilal Muhammad. Sean Brady's been crazy. His only loss is.
Oh, they went on a run. That's funny. They're doing like a workout.
Mm-hmm. You have Sean Brady, who's looking insane right now.
Yeah.
And if Islam just gets to move up and jump all of them, and then let's say he wins, and then Ilya's like, well, now I want to fight Islam. It's like, well, then they get jumped again. It's like
they have to give it to him.
Yeah,
they have to.
Obviously, yeah, but they're letting this 5'6" guy just jump all of them. Then at that point, which like I think Islam it would be deserved to jump everybody.
Yeah,
and not that Ilya wouldn't be deserved to jump him because it would be a crazy fight. But at the same time, he's not a welterweight.
Right, and that's 2 division difference at that point. Like Islam's jumping 1 division, so it makes a little more sense than this low ass.
And he defended lightweight a couple times.
For sure, yeah.
Which have been low-key Mickey Mouse. 2 of them were against a 145er. One of them was short notice against fucking Renato Moicano, who just lost to Beneil Dariush, who I was right about. And I got in my own head right before the fight started and bet on Moicano. I knew Dariush was going to win.
Yeah, that was a tough one. He looked really good in that fight.
But again, you don't know how somebody's going to respond after getting knocked out.
Surely, yeah.
Hey, he got knocked out by Oliveira, then he got
Moicano-
knocked out by Armins. I just...
Like who?
Dariush.
Well, shit. You can say the same thing about Moicano, bro. Like,
Well, he got choked out.
but still, like he
it was
looked like a
against the-
fucking ghost against.
Yeah. Well, he gassed out. Because
Right.
he almost
like,
knocked out Dariush, and then he just gassed out.
Yeah, I mean, but that's part of his response. Like his training was definitely ass. He definitely wasn't training hard.
He's doing too much podcasting.
Yep. See,
Not enough broadcast.
that's why we can't go work out with Tanner and Cole because we're podcasting too much. Yeah, I'm excited for the card coming up. It'll be sick. Anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I'm chilling too.
I bookmarked a tweet that I wanted to read to you. I forget what it was, but I put it in the notes. Read bookmark tweet. I don't see it anymore. Well, never mind. That was retarded. I don't know what I did with it.
That is what it is. All right, well,
Thank you for watching.
until next time, like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Philip Somber for the intro music. Shout out Nate Donk. I don't even think he does the outro music anymore, but shout out my dog, you know. Links in bio. Peace.